Well, hello again, movie minions. Jason Emmett here from the Movie Mix. So the trailer for Taika Waititi's Time Bandits has dropped. It's out there. I was a huge fan of the Terry Gilliam movie when I was a kid, and I've been looking forward to this one for some time. Now, the original Time Bandits came out in 1981. Co-written, produced, and directed by Monty Python's Terry Gilliam. It starred Kenny Baker, Jack Purvis, Sean Connery, David Warner, and John Cleese, just to name a few. There were a bunch more in that movie. Now, it told the story of a group of thieves who steal a time map and proceed to travel throughout history in order to plunder it. But they accidentally drag a young boy into their journey with them, all the while being pursued by the Supreme Being, whom they stole the map from, and also the malevolent being Evil. Gilliam had a script for a sequel all the way back in 1996. They'd planned to bring most of the remaining cast back, but then Jack Purvis passed away, and the film was sort of shelved. But that might not be the only reason a sequel didn't happen. According to Gilliam, quote, "A couple of years after that success, Warner Brothers came to me and said, 'We would like you to make 3 Bandit films.' And they were offering me millions of dollars. They said, 'We love the film, but there's only one caveat. No dwarves.' My response was, f*** off." All right, so we heard way back in 2018 that Taika Waititi was working on a new Apple series alongside Jermaine Clement of Flight of the Conchords fame. Also working on this with him was Ian Morris, who you may know from The In-Betweeners. We then heard there wouldn't be any little people in the main cast. And as you may or may not know, the main cast of the original film was all little people. Now, why Waititi and Clement chose to go this route is, overall it's unknown. They haven't really spoken up regarding this, but there has been speculation that comments from Peter Dinklage might have spurred the decision. As you might recall, Disney recently filmed a live-action version of Snow White, and images of the film were attacked when it was revealed that the 7 dwarves would not be dwarves at all, but instead be 7 magical creatures. People unleashed on the House of Mouse, but Disney was actually just responding to something Peter Dinklage had said. See, Dinklage slammed Disney for attempting to remake the backwards story about 7 cave-dwelling dwarves. Also, Waititi has said this of the series. It was a challenge, but also I think made it possibly more exciting in terms of adapting something that wasn't just a straight remake of the film, but as another film. We were careful not to draw too close from the film, because then what's the point? You can just watch the original. So we wanted to make our own version and to add our own flavor to it and spin on it. So one thing we do know is that the characters in the miniseries all have different names from those in the film, at least the main cast does. Now, I know this is going to spur a lot of opinions in the comment section, which is fine, but keep it respectful. Personally, I would have liked to have seen some little people afforded the opportunity to be a part of this series. I understand it isn't intended to be a direct remake, and I don't believe there was any malice in the casting decision, but it would have kept it, in a similar vein and a similar feel to the original. Now, I am hoping there is reference to or homage is paid towards the original Time Bandits, and hopefully, if the series does well, we might see some representation moving forward. That said, the trailer looks decent, so I'm going to give it a watch and see what I think. But the original is going to remain one of my favorite films of all time. So there you have it, my fellow movie minions. Apple's going to release 2 episodes a week for 5 weeks, and that's going to start on the 24th of this month, July. Let me know if you're going to check it out, and let me know if you were a fan of the original film. Also, share, like, and of course, subscribe, so we can continue to drop all the movie goodness on you. And until next time, go watch the 3rd part of Gilliam's Imagination trilogy. There was Time Bandits, Brazil, and The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. It's crazy. It's a lot of fun. And of course, stay awesome.